We dated all the way through college. We got married, and you know, she was the first person I ever led to Christ. And so we've been really, you know, we've been a part of each other's lives for most of our life. But I got caught up myself. You know, I always tell students, I think this is true, is that so often the problem we have is that we depend upon charisma, not character. And that's where I was. I was kind of running empty on character. I was, you know, pretty high on the charisma side of it, but it was ruining me. And I wasn't a real good dad. I wasn't a real good husband. I wasn't real good anything much, to be honest. And then when Debbie got sick, that really broke me, because I faced the fact of losing my youngest daughter, and I faced the fact of losing her too as well. I remember when Dana was 4.5, we were 5 years old, we were driving to the hospital, and Debbie would go back in the hospital, and she's driving with me to see her, and you know, and she's sitting over there, she's shaking, I mean, you know, and she's scared to death what's going to happen to her mom. You know, a few weeks after that, we found out Dana was being really aggressive in the nursery, and Debbie and I were talking to each other, and we brought her in the room one day, and we just looked at her and we said, "Sweetheart, are you scared that Mommy's going to die?" And she started screaming. I mean, didn't stop for 5 minutes until she finally just fell over into behind Debbie's lap, and she was just done. I mean, how do you deal with that with a 4 or 5-year-old? And through that process, God just took me to a really deep place, you know, and I can remember the exact night when He did it. It's kind of funny because the first couple of days Debbie was in the hospital, I remember going downstairs, and she's upstairs, and you know, and I go downstairs to the chapel. I'm walking around the chapel, and I remember there was these statues of all the apostles around the chapel. It's a Methodist hospital, and I'm walking around praying out loud, going, "Dear God, you know, do this and do this and do this," and telling God what to do, and I'm saying, "Never let it happen again." I can hear all of heaven just laughing at me, going, "You idiot, you're trying to tell God what to do." I mean, I had no clue. She never lived in the past. She lives right now, and she loves her Lord, and she loves Christ, and she loves all that, and she recognizes that life may be shorter. You know, we prayed that she'd be able to see both the girls graduate from high school. She did. We prayed to be able to see them graduate from college. She did. We prayed to be able to see the girls get married. My daughter got married this last year. You know, I mean, 2 years ago. And we prayed, you know, Lord, let her see our grandkids. And we got one due here in a couple weeks. You know, I mean, God's been very faithful through all this too. Regardless whether they agree with everything I teach or not, I hope they'll always know, number one, that I care for them, that I love them. Number two, that down the road, when they're hurting, that they can get back with me. My philosophy is you teach students, you don't teach subjects. I feel as if I can teach the students and be authentic and real and genuine. And I can show them how much I love what I get to do, and how much I love the gospel, and if I'm authentic and real enough to where I can open up my life and expose a lot of that to you guys, you know, and be real with you about my struggles and things like that I've had, then maybe you'll do the same.